Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It's the wedding shocker no one saw coming. Meri Brown, the original first wife of Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown, has walked down the aisle once again, and this time, it's not for TV ratings, family politics, or plural marriage drama. After years of heartbreak, humiliation, and rediscovering her worth, Meri has stunned fans and even her former family members by saying, "I do," to a man who, according to close insiders, has completely transformed her life. The news broke through a series of cryptic Instagram posts that Meri shared over the weekend, featuring a golden sunset, a bouquet of wildflowers, and the caption, "Every ending is just the beginning of something beautiful." Within hours, the internet exploded with speculation. Was this another one of Meri's inspirational posts about personal growth, or was it the announcement fans had been waiting years to hear? As it turns out, it was the latter. Meri Brown is officially married again, and the identity of her new husband has everyone talking. Sources close to the Sister Wives star revealed that Meri secretly tied the knot in a private ceremony in Utah surrounded by a handful of close friends and her newfound love, a man named Amos Whitaker, a 52-year-old entrepreneur, motivational speaker, and fellow small business owner she met through a professional retreat last year. While TLC cameras reportedly weren't rolling, guests described the ceremony as intimate, emotional, and full of laughter, with Meri radiating happiness unlike anything seen since her earliest Sister Wives seasons. For years, fans watched Meri endure a loveless marriage with Kody, who infamously divorced her legally to marry Robyn, his fourth wife, for the sake of adoption. That decision marked the beginning of Meri's slow fade from the family spotlight, as she struggled to find her place in a plural marriage that had long since fractured. Her emotional loneliness became a storyline of its own, culminating in the catfishing scandal that nearly broke her spirit. But that same heartbreak set the stage for an incredible transformation, and now, this wedding feels like the long-awaited payoff to years of pain, introspection, and rebuilding. According to insiders, Amos entered Meri's life quietly, never seeking fame or using her notoriety for attention. The two reportedly connected at a women's leadership conference in Flagstaff, where Meri was speaking about resilience and entrepreneurship through her bed and breakfast business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. Amos, who runs a leadership coaching firm, was delivering a keynote speech on personal authenticity, and the chemistry was instant. One eyewitness said, "They locked eyes during a coffee break, and that was it. They started talking and didn't stop for the rest of the day." The relationship blossomed slowly, away from social media and public scrutiny, which is exactly how Meri wanted it. She had been vocal in recent years about protecting her peace and avoiding the chaos that once consumed her life as part of Kody's complicated household. She told me she wasn't interested in falling for anyone unless they truly saw her, not her TV persona, not Kody's ex-wife, but her real self, the source added. And apparently, that's exactly what Amos did. Friends say he encouraged Meri to trust herself again, to embrace her faith without fear, and to open her heart to the possibility of love, something she thought was gone forever. When the wedding finally took place, it was described as simple but breathtaking. Meri wore an ivory lace gown with a sunflower crown, walking barefoot down a path lined with candles. Instead of a traditional venue, the couple chose a scenic meadow near Parowan, Utah, just a few miles from her beloved inn. The officiant was a close friend who spoke about renewal and second chances, themes that perfectly reflected Meri's journey. Guests say the moment Amos took her hands and said, "You are my first and only wife," everyone in attendance teared up, because they all knew the weight those words carried for her. After decades of being one of many, Meri was finally someone's one and only. There was no sister-wife competition, no emotional hierarchy, no endless waiting for attention. Just love. Pure, mutual, and unhurried. Fans have long rooted for Meri to find happiness after watching her endure so much. When she confirmed the marriage in a heartfelt video post later that evening, the response was overwhelming. "I've learned that love doesn't always come the way we expect it," she said through tears. Sometimes it finds you after you've stopped looking. Amos is my safe place, my best friend, and my partner in every sense. This is not a fairy tale. This is real. Within minutes, her comments section flooded with thousands of congratulations from followers who had watched her evolution in real time. Some called it the ultimate revenge. Others saw it as a victory for self-love, and many more simply expressed joy that Meri had finally found her peace. Even Christine Brown, her former sister wife and now longtime friend, reportedly sent a private message congratulating her, writing, "You deserve this. I'm so happy for you." As for Cody and Robin's reaction, sources say it's complicated. Cody, who has been struggling to maintain his own marriage amid public backlash, was reportedly shocked but not surprised when he learned the news. A family insider claimed, Cody always thought Meri would stay loyal to him emotionally, even if she left physically. Her moving on and actually marrying someone else really hit him hard. Robin, on the other hand, allegedly made a cryptic remark about people doing things for attention, but fans were quick to point out the irony, given her history of controlling narratives within the family. Janelle and Christine, however, were openly supportive. "We always knew Meri's heart was huge. She just needed someone who deserved it," Janelle reportedly said. The two women have been closer than ever since leaving Cody, and this new chapter for Meri seems to have strengthened their bond even more. The wedding wasn't filmed for Sister Wives, but insiders say TLC has already approached Meri about a potential spin-off documenting her new life as a newlywed and successful businesswoman. Tentatively titled Meri, Starting Over, the project would follow her balancing her B&B, public speaking, and life with Amos, and fans are already buzzing with excitement. Whether or not she agrees to return to television, one thing is certain. Meri's storyline has officially shifted from heartbreak to empowerment. Her transformation has been nothing short of remarkable. From the woman who once cried on camera about being invisible to now becoming a symbol of strength and rebirth, Meri's evolution mirrors that of so many women who've found themselves starting over in midlife. In a world where her ex-husband continues to make headlines for questionable decisions, Meri has become the quiet, dignified contrast, leading by example rather than bitterness. Sources close to her say she's never looked happier or more grounded. "She's glowing," one friend shared. "You can see it in her eyes. She laughs more. She sleeps better. She's not walking on eggshells anymore. She's finally free." It's a freedom she fought hard for. Years of therapy, solo travel, late-night journaling, and rebuilding her confidence from the ground up. Her journey wasn't overnight. It was a decade in the making. But this marriage, by all accounts, represents the culmination of everything she's worked toward. Amos himself reportedly told a guest at the reception, "I didn't rescue her. She rescued herself. I just get to love her for who she already is." That sentiment reportedly brought everyone to tears. Fans have been revisiting old clips of Sister Wives since the announcement, reflecting on how far Meri has come. Many remember her saying, "I'm not giving up on me." And now that statement has come full circle. Not only did she not give up, she built a whole new chapter that looks nothing like her past. Her wedding photos, released exclusively through a lifestyle magazine days after the ceremony, showed a radiant Meri and a smiling Amos beneath twinkling lights, surrounded by sunflowers and rustic decor. She wore minimal makeup, her hair flowing naturally, a visual statement of authenticity and simplicity. Gone were the forced smiles of old Sister Wives promotional shoots. This was Meri completely at ease in her own skin. While the world is still buzzing with curiosity about Amos, his background, his family, and how he's adjusting to life under the spotlight, insiders say he's handling it gracefully. "He knew who she was before they met," said a source close to the couple. "He respects her past, but doesn't dwell on it. He's focused on building their future together." The two reportedly plan to split their time between Utah and Nashville, where Amos's business is based, and they've already hinted at collaborating on a motivational book about resilience and love after loss. Fans speculate this could mark a new era for Meri, not just as a reality star, but as an author and motivational figure in her own right. In one emotional moment from her wedding speech, Meri reportedly addressed her guests and said, I spent so long trying to be enough for someone who couldn't see my worth. Now I'm with someone who sees me as more than enough. This is the love story I didn't know I was waiting for. That line has since gone viral, being shared across fan pages and inspirational quote accounts. It captures the heart of Meri's transformation, not revenge, not regret, but renewal. It's a narrative shift that even TLC couldn't have scripted better. After all, the Sister Wives saga has been defined by division, jealousy, and heartbreak, but Meri's new marriage brings a rare sense of closure. She's no longer part of the chaos that once consumed her. She's living proof that healing is possible and that true love sometimes arrives after the storm has passed. Whether or not viewers ever see her return to television, one thing is clear. Meri Brown's story isn't over. It's just finally hers to tell. And for the first time in years, fans aren't asking what went wrong. They're celebrating what went right. Meri's new husband, Amos, has become the unexpected hero of her ongoing journey, a partner who values peace over publicity and love over legacy. Together, they represent something Sister Wives rarely showcased, a successful, equal partnership built on respect and authenticity. As the sun sets on one chapter and rises on another, Meri's journey stands as a reminder that sometimes life gives second chances to those brave enough to walk away from what no longer serves them. She once said, "I can love people from a distance." Now, she's proving she can also love deeply, fully, and freely, up close. Fans can't wait to see where this next adventure takes her, but one thing's certain. Meri Brown isn't the same woman she once was. She's stronger, happier, and finally, beautifully, married again. In the days following the shocking announcement of Meri Brown's remarriage, the story continued to dominate headlines, social media feeds, and fan discussions across the Sister Wives community. Everyone wanted to know more about Amos Whitaker, the man who managed to heal a woman whose heartbreak had once been broadcast to millions. As journalists began digging, a picture began to emerge of a grounded, spiritual man who has built his life around mentorship, family, and quiet success. Amos, originally from Idaho, reportedly comes from a modest background and worked his way up from a small-town teacher to the founder of a respected coaching organization that helps small businesses navigate leadership challenges. His reputation for kindness and humility has only amplified fan admiration, with many saying that Meri finally got the kind of love she always gave, but never received. In one interview snippet circulating online, Amos spoke about the power of second chances, saying, "We all have chapters we wish we could rewrite, but sometimes the courage to start fresh is the most beautiful story of all." Fans were quick to connect those words to Meri's own transformation. Meanwhile, TLC insiders hinted that Meri's remarriage could dramatically reshape the future of the Sister Wives franchise. Producers are reportedly scrambling to pivot upcoming episodes to address the development, even considering dedicating a special reunion segment to Meri's new beginning. While Meri has yet to confirm whether she'll appear, sources close to production claim that Cody is already feeling the sting of losing narrative control. He thought the family's attention would always revolve around him, one insider revealed. Now, Meri's joy is eclipsing anything he's done in years, and that's unsettling for him. Robin, still dealing with the crumbling remnants of her own relationship with Cody, is said to be privately furious at the timing, allegedly accusing Meri of using her wedding to steal the spotlight. But those close to Meri insist there was no grand plan, no media play, just a woman finally living on her own terms. Meri's friends have also spoken up about how much she has changed since meeting Amos. Gone is the tension that once lingered in her voice. Gone are the cryptic posts about loneliness. Instead, she's posting photos of her travels, motivational quotes about growth, and glimpses of quiet domestic life. Her most recent post showed her and Amos tending to a small garden behind her and, captioned, "Plant what you want to grow." It's become symbolic of her new era, nurturing peace instead of pain. Even longtime fans who had given up on Meri's storyline have returned to celebrate her resilience. "She taught us it's never too late to rewrite your destiny," one fan wrote on Reddit. "After all she's been through, seeing her smile again feels like closure for all of us." In the end, Mary's remarriage isn't just a romantic milestone, it's a spiritual awakening. It's proof that walking away from what breaks you isn't failure, it's freedom. After years of being cast as the outcast, Meri has emerged as the true heroine of her own story, no longer waiting for Cody's approval, TLC's camera, or anyone else's validation. She has stepped fully into her power, hand in hand with a man who cherishes her strength. And if the past decade was about Meri's survival, this new chapter, radiant, fearless, and deeply authentic, is about her thriving.